Hey guys, Tony here. This is the second part of a three-part series I'm doing, discussing the changes to the three Paladin specs. As I have said before, these aren't necessarily guides, just more of a brief discussion of the current state Paladins are in of the pre-patch for Legion. This video we're looking at the Holy Paladin. The Holy Paladin is my favorite spec for the Paladin. It's the spec that made me roll a Paladin back in Cataclysm. Legion has made significant changes to the Holy Paladin, so let's get started. First, let's talk about the removal of Holy Power. Holy Power changed up the playstyle for the Paladin from a single target healer to, with the addition of Holy Radiance and Light of Dawn, a pretty dang good AoE healer as well. In Legion, Holy Power has been removed, with it, Word of Glory for the Holy Paladin has also been removed. This makes the Holy playstyle a little bit more streamlined, however, other changes were made to the playstyle to make it a little bit more complicated as well. Let's talk about the new Holy Mastery, Lightbringer. The new Mastery increases the effectiveness of your heals based on your location to the target. Put simply, the farther away you are from the target, the less your heal will heal for. With talents such as Crusader's Might, which reduces the cooldown of Holy Shock and Light of Dawn with every Crusader strike you do, in a way forces the Paladin to be in the melee. A talent that contradicts this, however, is a new Beacon talent, Beacon of the Lightbringer. The heal you cast will now determine its effectiveness based on either your location to the target or the beacon's location, whichever is closer. It also increases the range and the amount of healing Light of Dawn does. This talent allows the Paladin to be at a bit farther range, more like it's previously been. However, Beacon of the Lightbringer is a talent, and removes the ability to choose other talents such as Beacon of Faith, which allows 2 beacons, or Beacon of Virtue, a pretty decent small group heal. Many people are asking for Beacon of the Lightbringer to become a passive, which would allow for some more diverse gameplay. With the removal of auras as baseline abilities, these have now been moved to talents. These talents, Devotion Aura, Aura of Sacrifice, and Aura of Mercy, all have passive abilities, which are then empowered when you use the new and improved Aura Mastery. Personally, I like this change. It allows for another cooldown based on what choice the raid needs for a given fight. If the raid is taking a lot of damage at a certain point, using Aura Mastery with the Devotion Aura talent reduces damage by 20% for the entire raid. Aura of Mercy empowered is similar to a mini Tranquility. Some of the changes are also pointing towards more of a class fantasy for Paladins. When it comes to lore, Paladins have always rallied and sacrificed themselves for their allies. This class fantasy has now been introduced a little bit to the Holy Paladin. A new ability, Light of the Martyr, sacrifices a portion of your own health to heal an ally. The Paladin takes half of the amount healed as damage. This adds a new dynamic to the gameplay that Paladins haven't seen before. Combined with the talent of Aura of Sacrifice, Holy Paladins will be taking a lot more damage instead of their allies. This isn't an issue necessarily. Holy Paladins also now have a new passive ability, Righteousness. A solid 15% health increase is a nice welcome, as Paladins will be sacrificing their own health to heal others. One of the bigger changes to the playstyle for Paladins, as with most healers now, is more choices when it comes to dealing damage. Paladins are now almost encouraged to deal some sort of damage while they are healing. Crusader Strike, reducing the cooldown of Holy Shock with the talent Crusader's Might, Judgment healing anybody who attacks the mob while the talent Judgment of Light is active. Since Paladins are melee weapon wielders, this makes them to be in the melee group as they're doing damage, which in turn now affects their new mastery as they are closer to the people they are healing, so their heals are now more effective. However, some complaints people have with this new playstyle is some people would like to be dedicated healers who sit back and focus on healing. With our current talents, there doesn't seem to be any configuration that allows them to do that. Either their heals won't be 100% effective, or they won't be contributing as much as the other paladin in the raid, who is standing in the melee group dealing damage. So where does the paladin fit in best? With the mastery change, paladins in a PvP environment seem to be struggling. Their output is fine, however, player positions in PvP are always changing, which means the Paladin's heals could be fully effective at one moment, then in an instant be half as effective. We will see how Holy performs once the PvP talents are incorporated, along with being a level 110. In raids, Paladins seem to be doing fine. Our AoE healing is a little bit lacking, raid-wide cooldowns are limited, but again our output is fine. In my opinion, Holy Paladins are doing best in 5-man content. The distances between players isn't so great that the mastery's effectiveness will be reduced too much. Spells like Beacon of Virtue and Holy Prism are a great combo, and our DPS abilities seem to help to some degree. I'm excited to start healing Mythic Plus dungeons in Legion, as I feel this is where Holy Paladins will shine. So that's the Holy Paladin. Some changes for the better, others are a little bit confusing. Next video, we'll take a look at Protection Paladins, finishing off the series. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. I look forward to hearing your opinions down below. This has been Tony with All Things Paladin. Take care.